Hi guys, this is Osman Havey and this is the first video of Grade 12 Advanced Functions, and I'll be talking about what is a function. And this course revolves around functions, that's why it's called Advanced Functions, and many people actually do not know what a function is while taking this course. And I really think that if you don't know what a function is and you finish this course or you're still taking this course, then know that you have failed, because a function is it's the basic definition, something that you really need to understand and really know and kind of grasp the concept. So this video will just be talking about that. And to make things simple, I would like to use an analogy of a vending machine. Let's draw a little vending machine right here. So a vending machine would have it'll have letters or have numbers. So we'll just use numbers from 1 to 6, and these numbers would correspond to certain products within that vending machine. So 1 would correspond to Coke, and when you press 2 you would get Pepsi, and when you press 3 you would get C plus, and when you press 4 you would get a Honey Kriller, because this also has donuts. This vending machine has donuts. So this vending machine is functioning, it's working, because whenever you press 1 you'll always get Coke, whenever you press 2 you'll always get Pepsi, whenever you press 3 you'll get C plus, and whenever you press 4 you'll always get a Honey Kriller. But the vending machine would not be functioning, and let's make this a little different right now. Say when I press 4, instead of just giving you a Honey Kriller, the vending machine sometimes gives you water. So the vending machine, this would be probabilistic, because when you press 4 you don't know whether you're going to get a Honey Kriller or you're going to get water, right? So the vending machine would not be functioning. And why is that? Because for each number you input, right, you input 1 you get Coke, 2 Pepsi, 3 C plus, 4 you get Honey Kriller. But then now that we changed things around and manipulated this problem, when you input 4 you get 2 different outputs. So as you guys might have guessed, a function by definition is whenever you plug in an input you get one output. Let's make this one clear. One output. So if you plug in an x value, because x value is the input, you would get one y value, which would correspond to that x value. Now the book would define a function as a relation in which there is a unique input for an output. And use the word relation. Now what is a relation? Because when we define something, we have to know the words that they use in the definition. We have to understand what these words mean. Now a relation simply means a set of ordered pairs. So right now we're going to look at two relations. One would be a function and one would not be a function. Now let's use a different color. Red is getting boring. Okay, so, and this symbol right here, this symbol, if you guys didn't know what this symbol means, this symbol signifies it just means set, these symbols. So we're going to have 3 points, 3 coordinates. So 0, 1, 1, 2, and 2, 3. And we're going to have another relation, another set of ordered pairs, 0, 1. We're going to start off with the exact same points, 1, 2, and 2, 3. But the only difference here would be that, we have 2, 3, we'll have 1, 3 instead of 2, 3. 1, 3 instead of a 2, 3, so that'll be the only difference. Now, which one is a function? Well, a function is when you put in one x value, get one y value, which will mean that in the ordered pairs, the same x value would not repeat itself, right? Because if the same x value repeats itself more than once, then you know that there is another y value that corresponds to that x value. For example, we'll just analyze this question first. We see 0, we see 1, we see 2. There's unique x values and there's no x values that are repeating itself or the same. So we know that this is a function. let's look at this one, 0, 1, and 1. Now this is not a function. And why is that? Because when you plug in 1, you get 2 as your output, and you also get 3, which means that this is not a function. Now the book uses the form f of x. Right? F of x is basically your output, or is the same thing as your y. Because just imagine this, that you input x, right, into the function, and then you get f of x. So, normally you'll see an equation y equals x plus 1. Now in the book you will see f of x is equal to x plus 1. Now if the book tells you to evaluate f of 2, then all you basically do is you just substitute 2, or the number you get. So if it's f of 3, f of 4, f of 5, you just substitute that given number into x into the equation. So you just put f of 2 is equal to 2 plus 1, because you substituted 2 for x. F of 2 is equal to 3. Now there's another way to analyze if something is a function or not, and that is the vertical line test. The vertical line test just simply means that you just draw a vertical line straight through the function, and if that vertical line touches more than one point, touches 2 or more points, then you know that that curve or that parabola or whatever that is not a function, because that would mean that for that one x value you would get more than one output, more than one y value. Now let's just look at something simple. Let's look at a circle. Okay, we'll see that this point will be 3, this point will be 3, this point will be negative 3, and this point will be negative 3. Now the equation of a circle is x squared plus y squared is equal to the radius squared. So equal to, the radius is from here, distance between the middle to the outside, which is 3. So 3 squared, which is equal to 9. Now let's see if this is a function. We can just look and do a vertical line test, and the vertical line test will simply tell us that this is not a function because it touches 2 points. And we can even analyze this graphically, or even through the equation, and we'll do that right now. So we'll just sub in a value. For example, for x, we'll just sub in 2 for x. Let's use a different color. Let's go back to red. So we'll just substitute 2. So 2 squared, plus y squared, because we just substitute 2. We're trying to find what our y is, because we're trying to solve for our output, is equal to 3 squared. So 2 squared is equal to 4, plus y squared is equal to 9, right? We'll continue this. So y squared is equal to 9 minus 4. Y squared is equal to 5. Y is equal to the square root of positive and negative square root of 5. Why is this? Because, for example, if they tell you to do the square root of 25, you can have two answers, either negative 5 or positive 5. Because negative 5 times negative 5 is 25, and positive 5 times positive 5 is 25, right? Both of these could equal 25. So we now see that a function is something that whenever you plug in one input, you get one specific output. So we found two ways to evaluate a function. We can use an equation, or we can we use the ordered pairs. So we just look at if the x value repeats itself, and we look at the vertical line test. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments.